Hey Northridge, have you ever wondered who the Holy Spirit is? We read all throughout the Bible, especially in the New Testament, in the book of Acts, about how the Holy Spirit brought power to Christ followers, how the Holy Spirit was almost seemed like a special ingredient that made the lives of believers really pop, really come alive. Well, in the Bible, as we read the word Spirit, we know that in Hebrew, it's the word ruach, and it actually is closer to the word for breath or wind, something you feel but don't see. It's God's personal presence in our lives and in our world today. So it stands to reason, if we're not feeling the pop and the flair of life, is there something wrong with my recipe? Am I missing the special ingredient of the Holy Spirit? See, I think that's actually a little bit of flawed thinking. I don't think the Holy Spirit is a special extra ingredient in our lives as Christians. I think the Holy Spirit is a core ingredient in my life and in yours. And actually, the special ingredient, that which really makes our lives as Christ followers pop and have a flair and have an excitement, well, that special ingredient is actually me, you, in tune with the gifts the Holy Spirit's giving us, with the forgiveness that Jesus lavishes upon us, the connection with God's love. Those are the core ingredients. The special ingredients, just, well, me. And I want to give you an example of that. If we read in the Bible, there's plenty of ordinary people that had extraordinary experiences. And it wasn't just because they found God. It was because they were willing to be used by God. They became the special ingredient of the Holy Spirit's core ingredient being in them. And in Exodus 31, I want to read this passage about a very normal guy. It says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Look, I have specifically chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, grandson of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God, giving him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of craft. He is a master craftsman of all kinds, an expert in working with gold, silver, and bronze.'" So this guy, ordinary guy, he was a master craftsman, but he wasn't elevated to someone who was super special. Matter of fact, if you keep reading in verse 30 or chapter 31 of Exodus, you see that Bezalel was the guy who made the tabernacle of God look beautiful. And that wasn't just because he was a master craftsman, it was because he was filled with God's Spirit. An ordinary guy with that extra pop, that extra flair of saying, "God, I know I'm filled, but now I want to be used." And so I want to ask you, who is the Holy Spirit in your life? What gifts has He given to you so that you can serve others, so that your life pops within the community and wingspan that God has placed you? It's not just you waiting for the Holy Spirit. It's you taking action with the Holy Spirit that's already in you. If you're wondering what those spiritual gifts are or could be, check out 1 Corinthians 12 or Romans 12. We're going to be looking at those this weekend as well. And we'll see you then.